Hello, viewers. I'm SB, and welcome back to Age of Wonders 4, where I did it. I did it 30 seconds after stopping the recording last time. I figured out how to settle an outpost. In my defense, I do think this is a pretty unintuitive place for the command. What you have to do is select the region itself, and then there's a build outpost button here, which is a super strange place to put it, given that it's the hero building it. Like, the hero has to be here. This is in every place in the UI. This is expressed as an ability that the hero has, but it is a button that is on the thing the hero acts on instead of on the hero themselves. I would maybe take another swing at that. But, this is fine. This works. So it's going to take a couple of turns for that to build up. Obviously, we're going to want to free the Iron Vein here, but I probably want to wait a turn or two before doing so because we're still recovering HP from that last kind of close battle. What we can do this turn, however, is ride out here and teleport some production back home. Y'all are good for this turn. You, deep in the underground, shall just continue to explore. Ooh, what is this? I don't know. Mousing over it does nothing. Resource node, when annexed, increases... Am I allowed to build in the underground? I guess I had sort of figured it was just for transport, but maybe we're allowed to build down here? Yeah, totally. Okay, interesting. And then we're doing a lot of just running home. Drakvetch is doing very well. And I think we want to... Let me look at our buildings here real quick. What do we need for boosts and stuff? There was some things... Okay, we don't have 2 quarries yet. That might be a good thing to pick up. Although, again, I don't feel like we're super low on draft, really. Town Hall 3 just requires us to have a lot more money. Also a lot more money. Yeah, so I guess, technically, a quarry is the only thing that we still need for the purposes of boosting, even if it's going to boost stuff I don't particularly care about. Yeah, we'll go ahead and grab this. Obviously, we're going to have to free that... Oh, there's a thing up here. Interesting. We're going to have to free the farm and stuff there. We'll get there. I'm still not ready to launch that spell yet, it turns out. Okay. Whispering Stones. So how I get more? Just via Empire Development. Okay, this is the only way. Where do we... Okay, we can gain one there. We're going to be able to grab that in 4 turns, and it's going to cost 100 Imperium, which is really not that big of a deal. That's very affordable. In fact, I could probably afford to spend quite a bit of Imperium on something. You know what we'll do? We'll probably slam a bunch of Imperium down on the new city. Just buy a bunch of points of population when it's finished. And this quest army, I haven't forgotten. We'll get there. Welcome to day 18 of our hot new empire. You know what? I might run over there and deal with them first before we take out these Marauder guards. You know what? Let's just crush them. It says safe battle. I'm assuming we'll be able to just auto-combat this with no losses. Yeah, good enough for me. Alright, a little bit of food, a little bit of mana. Opened up our resources, and then, yeah, just run along the road here. What is your deal? You're just like a weird monster, just a chaos eater, kind of hanging out, not guarding anything. Oh no, you're just sitting on top of. Oh, that's right. This is like some kind of magic resource or something. Magical crafting implement. Ooh, a desecrated temple. Discovered another ruler. Diplomatic interactions have not been triggered. The other ruler is unaware of our presence because we are so sneaky here. I would like to remain concealed for the moment. Let's build up this this city a little bit first, shall we? Here we have monsters and whatnot. Oh, those are some big monsters. Likely not actually much of a danger to us. Alright, so we learned our Wayfinder enchantment.
You have acquired enough arcane skills
Here we
to choose
go.
a new tome to add to your research library. Additional tomes will expand the selection of arcane skills available to you.
So if we get 2 tomes for the current tier, we can get more powerful tomes. To unlock the highest tiers, you also need large amounts of specific affinity. Every tome grants a collection of spells, units, and other upgrades, and presumably some particular kinds of affinity per turn, right? Because the affinity we have right now, the affinity income we have right now, comes from this stuff, right? Or comes from the tomes that we have. See, when I mouse over them on this menu, it doesn't actually say that. Okay, initial. It's weird for it to be called an initial bonus when what it actually means is it's an ongoing bonus. So that's 2 astral affinity, which is the same kind of affinity we get from the Tome of Warding. So we'd be pushing up the astral thing really quickly. And playing into some bonuses that we already have. I kind of like that right away. I know that's, I didn't actually even look at the other ones yet. So we have a couple of ways of getting some more chaos affinity. The Rune Carver's Camp is a special province improvement. Okay, that's interesting. Get mana out of a bunch of quarries. Yeah, I kind of want to just take the Lightning Tome, honestly.
Just as you may effectively utilize the protective potential of magic, it follows that you can employ it in a more devastating fashion in order to visit harm onto your foes. The thunder and the fury of the skies is at your disposal if you prove yourself worthy. Its tempestuous, destructive force is a perfect tool for blasting apart your enemies.
So this Fulmination is a better raw damage spell than the raw damage spell we have right now. So let's grab that. Ah, our diplomatic state with Rivercourt is now Pact of Cooperation. They open their borders, they're willing to do resource trades, or magic material trades, don't know what that means. That's great news. Proceed. Pact of Loyalty in 8 turns. So that's this, and then above that is the Pact of Vassalage. And for the moment, there's not really a reason for us to like do anything else. Ooh, they have a, what do you call it? They have one of those ancient wonders right near their territory as well. Oh. Oh, that's a Rivercourt army, right. I was like, why do they appear green? But yeah, because they just became our friends is why. So I am inclined. We need 1 more farm to boost this. We need 1 more forester to boost this. And we could certainly just buy ourselves one of those things. It's going to be 4 turns otherwise. Let's, grab the forester. And then build ourselves a an estate hall. And that'll help us get the food that we need for the other thing. I had 2 spells ready to cast. Because they dismissed one of these things. Oh, they sorry, right, ready to begin casting. I don't think we actually want to do that. All right, so this turn, that outpost should become an outpost, and then we can make it a work camp. We can found a city, which requires actually a pretty large amount of Imperium in the first place. Yeah, let's absolutely do that. So what is the 3 more turns? Okay. Well, I don't think we're in a real hurry to defeat any of the stuff around here, so let's just head back and mop up this quest army. I need to figure out how to recruit a second army, or a second hero, because we have a more or less functional army here, and I would love for it to be able to like do stuff. All right, let's not expose our presence to this other player just yet. I'm a little nervous about what the other player might do if we just have this basically, I mean, it's not undefended. Our army is nearby, but this very soft looking outpost.
Alignment represents how others see you. This can be changed by your own actions. Alignment also determines the base relations value between you and other rulers and free cities.
It's a weird time to bring it up, but thank you. I will say, I think that alignment as a concept is bad in basically every game it exists in, so I don't know that they needed to do that, but whatever, it's fine. After a tense search and a long march, your army comes face to face with the roaming blessed souls. The sight of the terrible creatures causes fear to ripple through the cruel deathbringers in your army. The deafening silence betrays the hesitation of your troops. Their morale won't hold. The blessed souls have noticed you and prepare to attack. What will you do? Well, I mean, I feel like we could just kick their asses, right? All units have -10 morale. We could put up some gold to counter that. I think we'll just deal with the low morale. These should be really easy to kill, right? It's just 2 enemies and they're not even very high level. Okay, hold on. Let me do this manually. I should not be losing an archer in this fight. We have a massive numerical advantage. We should be able to shut these things down in a very serious way.
This is a shield unit, a frontline melee fighter.
Okay. So they have a melee strike that works the way you expect a melee strike to. The Archon Smite, which deals 25 damage, or if the target's condemned, 50. Okay. This really doesn't seem like they should be able to kill one of my archers. I feel like I'd have to screw up very badly for that to occur. What is this? Poisonous mushrooms? So I mean, we wanna ride up and just like set up nearby, right? I guess I'm asking for it a little tiny bit by putting those archers so far forward. Alright, defense mode for everybody. Let's try to be like just at the edge of their movement here. Alright, so they creep forward with their shield walls and whatnot. We can run up and cancel their defense mode. I may end up wanting to, do I want to invuln this unit maybe? We have 40 HP. Yeah, on their turn they could do some real damage, that's for sure. Well, they stopped fully within my sight. They have spirit resistance, which is awkward. This the damage type on this thing that our hero picked up turns out to be a huge pain in the ass. Yeah, alright, I think I'm going to do it. I think I'm going to drop the mark of invulnerability on this unit preemptively. I removed my increased morale. Alright, we're stacking up the damage. Just go ahead and throw the charge strike on this guy as well. And then I think what I might do is have my Scald. Like, we can defend the archer just by making it very difficult for them to move on to it, right? We can move the hero forward, but I would prefer to just attack. Yeah, but the Scald can run up and still do some reasonable damage. Show me some despair. I'll say this, these things have HP. Maybe kind of a lot more HP than I was ready for. It is gonna take some doing. Okay. Yeah, they're gonna have a hard time getting through our unit's HP as well, I hope. Although maybe not quite as hard as I wanted. Like that was a little ugly what just happened there. So wait, this attack right now would be a flank. Yeah, I suppose that's probably worth taking. Alright, if I charge you. Does it actually change your facing? It looks like the answer is no. Alright, let's stay focused on this one. We can probably get it down. I wanted to open up a spot for our units to shoot through here, since that does seem to matter. Just like chipping away. Okay, sufficient. Can you eat that corpse? Great. That makes me feel a lot better about this. And then these guys, we're not particularly slippery, but yeah, we want to just like step away to a, I don't know, someplace where we will have a little bit of defense and... It feels pretty straightforward from here, right? I don't know how they would figure that we would have lost the archer. It is a shame that we will not get to eat the final corpse of the battle. I know the health we get from it is temporary anyway, but like, just for morale's sake, you know? the harbingers of misfortune. Now that these blessed souls are gone from your lands, the cruel Deathbringers Council contacts you again. Marvelous work, Necron the Risen, just marvelous. We managed to contain any panic with regards to the Blessed Soul sightings, so it seems we're in the clear, all thanks to you, of course. The cruel Deathbringers will hear of your victory. Perhaps our superstitious beliefs can be transformed into a virtue of our people. Okay, so we gained some stability. We could create a bunch of draft, create a bunch of production, or create a not that much Imperium. Yeah, I guess let's grab a bunch of production. That makes sense. So what I'm kind of thinking is maybe we also want a coastal city? Like, am I allowed to set up here? Yeah, the only thing keeping us from doing it is the lack of a hero. There's like nodes all around. That's I think what we're gonna do next is pop down our other outpost there, start building a city, and then we can figure more things out from there. Okay, y'all merge up and get up here because we are about to start fighting. We're about to head out to do some damage. And you, unfortunately, I think may have run out of places that we can dig through. And it turns out there isn't actually another underground passage here. There is, however, the ability to get in the water, because we did buy that. So I guess we'll just sail around down here. Yep, we learned fulmination, saw it in that last battle. Seems pretty handy. In target enemy army, all units sustain 20 lightning damage and -2 lightning resistance for 1 world map turn. I mean, this seems like it would be pretty good to drop on like a significant enemy army right as we're about to make contact with them, and then just blow them up with our lightning spells from there. So Drakafetch successfully produced its estate hall. I really don't want to pay for a population attract at this point. Special province improvements. We could also get a channeling tower going. You know, I could use additional mana. Three mana per adjacent conduit. We have 1 conduit up and it's not adjacent. We do not have the ability to build conduits adjacent here, so it's not like awesome. Gain access to the Recall Ruler spell is kind of neat. I think I'm just going to work on the Masonic Hall. I know we don't have the boost, and it feels a little inefficient as such, but I think we're also just going to leave this in generate food mode. We don't really need more military units at the moment, I don't think. Yeah. Okay, so how does one get additional heroes? First of all, hero cap. Okay, you can recruit heroes beyond your cap. All the caps in this game are like soft caps. So yeah, here's all the stuff they can do. It is not obvious how we get more. But I would love to have a hero to, you know, be able to explore these things up here. We're still going to fight enemies without one, but it sure would be helpful. Planar problems. While connecting with the cosmos, you notice a disturbance in the astral flows. An overly curious mage has tampered with the mana currents. He accidentally opened a portal drawing in magical creatures from the astral sea. Now he is hiding behind a barrier, while the summoned monsters threaten the entire area. We rescue the mage and banish the creatures. Well, we could help out a fellow arcanist in need. Your commune with the astral forces strengthens your rule. This is not very exciting. And a mystery bonus, which is who knows what. I could claim a flow serpent if only I had 170 mana laying around. I mean, I'm curious about the mystery bonus. Yeah, alright. Okay, it spawned the quest units right next to us, which I really appreciate, actually. Are we inside this province yet? Yes. We don't even get to choose which tile is the outpost tile. Oh, maybe I am not going any further this way. Well, there's water in the... no, there's not. There's lava in the other direction. Something tells me my boats don't work all that well in the lava. It's just a feeling I have. All right, let's try to free up a couple of these resource nodes. Feel like an auto combat here ought to be sufficient. Yeah, good outcome. What is this? A bunch of lesser tide spirits. Well, all they can really do is moisten you. I think we do want our extra whispering stone. Let's go ahead and give that to Magnaford right away. Can I not? There we go. There you go, friends. Ah, they have a carnival of flesh. I guess that's fine. That's a legitimate kind of carnival. Who says it isn't? Uh-oh. Looks like we're meeting that other player after all.
You are close to reaching your maximum number. You have encountered another ruler. They will be your biggest roadblock to victory. But they may also prove to be powerful allies.
Okay, so they showed up right as we were finishing the city instead of after we had expanded it and set up a foundation, which is not what I was hoping for. They are an authoritarian diplomat. They like empires with a single race and with a stronger military than them. They dislike empires with good relations with free cities or empires that have many alliances. Some of that's good for us.
This overview will show you in-depth information about another ruler, their personality, treaties, and current relations with you.
So, we do have enough gold for a welcome gift. Might make a formidable ally in the future, maybe. We can just openly threaten them. That's pretty fun. I mean, I feel like I would like to have a positive relationship if possible, starting at minus 225. Just because I don't want to have to keep my armies back to defend against their bullshit. Let's send them the gift. We'll see what happens. Not a big fan of us still. And then...
Negotiations are mutually beneficial agreements with fellow rulers. You can propose treaties to strengthen the bond between your empires.
Gosh, she speaks slowly.
You can trade assets to make a profit, or you can send gifts to improve relations.
Alright, so we can't do any of these treaties. We're missing Wizard's Bond, which unfortunately does not have a mouse over. And also, just like, basically they have to not hate you. That's a pretty important part of it. So both rulers agree to a Wizard's Bond. Okay, this reveals our throne city to each other. Gain at least negative 100 empire relations. Okay, so this is a critical part, a sort of the base level of diplomacy here. We have gold and gold per turn I could trade you. I could send you weapons. So we do have weapons that I think are unlikely to ever get used. Thank you. Consider this a gift. Yeah, there we go. And then probably there's nothing else I can do for the moment. I don't know how this is going to trend over time, if it will change over time by default. I have to assume that positive first contact and received gift will fall off over time. Just met also will fall off over time. But there are a lot of things about me they do not like. All right, well, I'm going to just say goodbye for right now. We can't plow as much Imperium as I might have liked into this thing because I want to get this other city set up as well, but I think we should definitely... I mean, I had to kill these things too. All right, let's move over here for right now. Give ourselves one more turn of healing. The Scald could really use it. And I think it's just time to come back up. Oh, apparently we met another player. We have no money for them, and also they really, really hate us. I'm just going to say goodbye. Where did I meet you? Why do I know you? I mean, it must be over here. They must have a unit or something where I just moved to. One would assume, but maybe not. I don't see anything. All right, should be pretty straightforward. Go get a warp up. A Wand of Provocation. 90% chance of inflicting taunted. I mean, whatever, that's fine. I don't find that particularly compelling. But now we've freed up some of these nodes that were covered earlier. And I guess we may as well head over to have at this fella as well. Okay, so Crockhold was founded, and we're going to take it a little slower than I had originally intended. And we're also not going to do anything. Oh, respond to heroes offered to join.
A new hero.
But why?
Your hero cap increases with each city you own.
Ah.
Local heroes originate from your own realm. Once you have developed your pact with a free city, their experienced heroes will become available to you too.
Okay, so it's because we built more city. I obviously cannot afford to hire anyone right now. But it's good to know that we'll be able to. All right, I'm definitely a little worried about this situation. So we need to get some basics up over here. Probably some palisade walls would make good sense. I mean, we need to actually have a functional town as well, right? All right, let's found this city. So that's the big Imperium hit. And then we can do another Imperium hit here and take a Forester in one of the places where it doesn't super matter what we do, so that we get a boost to some of this early stuff. Yeah, get my storehouse established. We're going to need just a huge amount of gold, it turns out. Some of that we can probably earn through fighting. Some of these enemies are on nodes of, like, stuff to pick up, not just resource nodes. I guess let's crush these dudes real fast. This should be very easy. And I might want to... Here, we'll auto-combat it. We'll see what it does. Okay, yep. I was going to say, we might want to manual this one so as to protect the Scald from unnecessary death, but then it killed one of my other units instead, which we may or may not be able to prevent. All right, so this is a polearm unit.
A frontline melee fighter.
Okay. So they're all melee. They got their own dark warriors. Okay. I see what we are up against. Just try to move forward into positions where we will have some ability to fire. It's so weird when you're just like tapping defense mode to issue that order to all of your units. The game will automatically hop over to your next unit a couple of times, but then it stops for some reason. All right, so they put themselves in positions where they now have the ability to charge us, but we have to move up a little bit to shoot at them. Yeah, wow, they have a lot of raw physical defense. I wonder if I gave this unit the sign of invulnerability and then just stayed put, I wonder if they would charge me. Another thing we can do, of course, is tag them with the ice shackles. All become. So how long is electrified? It doesn't actually say. Okay, we got 2 electrifies out of it. It's not bad. And then yeah, like the question is just, do we move back? I think we back up slightly. Let the electrification do its work. They can still run forward, but only one of them can actually deal damage this way. Play our units a little song of victory. And just wait, I think. Yeah. Will they move forward to take the one attack they are allowed? Yes, they will. All right, and now that unit it's in a high trees tile, that's for sure. But okay, they chose to really go for it. So actually, this unit's looking like a very attractive target for the ranged. Actually, I guess I should have done this. I should have checked this first. Do we want to throw up the Song of Carnage? Probably should have done that, huh? All right, I am perhaps volunteering my melee units a little bit here for destruction. Right, please tell me you actually get that. Hell yes. Okay, cool. So I do have lightning evocation available. It's probably better to just step forward and take two nice high shots, right? Because I don't really want to be spreading my damage out over multiple units. Although I am going to, I guess, a little bit. Or maybe you're just going to play defense, honestly. Because, like, if I take a swing, I'm likely to just get... Yeah, I'm likely to take more damage than I deal. It's not really a compelling reason to do that. And then it's like, do I want to cast again? Am I allowed to cast on a ground tile? I am. Yeah, you know what? Okay, it's not easy to see. I'm assuming that didn't stack, and instead it just refreshed the duration. Okay, run up and stun. That shield bash didn't work, unfortunately for them. Alright, so I'm assuming the retaliation's gotta be not an issue if we hit them in the flank, right? And we still took some damage. So if I step to here, I can start throwing bolts again. You're just stunned. There's nothing we're going to be able to do about that. Backing up doesn't give us a better shot. Yeah, it's always 60%. That's awkward for sure. Okay, a little bit of despair. Definitely better to take the opportunity attack on the hero than the archers. Oh, these are lucky clovers. I didn't even realize. I thought it was just low cover. Alright, well there you go. A little bit of luck on our part. And then I may as well just crack you one. Yeah, if I run over here, it's not actually any better, and I eat an attack for it. This feels like it's pretty well over, though, at this point. All of their actually damaging units are gone. Alright, you guys... How did that tile catch fire? I didn't see where the flames came from. Alright, now we just basically rain hell on these things. They may get another turn. If they do, it won't really matter. I just don't anticipate them getting very much done with it, is all. Yeah, I don't know how our auto-resolver was figuring we were going to lose units there. That seemed like a very straightforward battle. Okay. And then I guess just head back over to here for the moment. Heal up and then have at that thing next turn. You just run across. You, I have no idea what to do with. I guess run to an underground passage site and check out what's below. Or we could cross the ocean. It's not a terrible idea. This seems like a very easy win. Is it going to kill the dog? It is not going to kill the dog. Huzzah! A Crusader's Claymore. Tier 2 primary. Okay, so this gives charge strike to your hero. That, I think, is less good than maintaining the ranged attack. And a little bit of money. Then up here's a food supply. Okay. We'll figure some stuff out. Well, I'll tell you what we need in Drakvetch right now is probably a mine. More than anything. Yep, outpost is being turned into a city. Our ruler leveled up, which is always good. So... Your magic attack gains +1 range. That's certainly something. It is definitely compelling. Fire evocation creates a big fire zone. Not a big surprise there. Plus 10% accuracy is definitely meaningful. Ignore 2 status resistance and plus 10 accuracy. Yo, that's actually really hard to argue with. The range might have been better, but we kind of have to play at that distance anyway because it's the range that our other heroes are, our other units are at, so.
You have just gained or caused a grievance against another ruler.
Something happened.
These are used to justify wars. You could also forgive them to improve your relations.
Alright, wars need to be justified or else they are considered evil. Your war justification is determined by your grievances. Mishara the Radiant has captured one of your claimed provinces. Okay. So claim here seems to be very vague. You get claims on provinces adjacent to a city domain, an outpost, an explored ancient wonder. Yeah, so this is, she claimed something over here and it considered it something I have a grievance on, or had a claim on. Because the definition of claim is super loose. Okay, none of these are really compelling, but I suppose... yeah, Baneful Curse might be useful. Here in Crockhold, let's... nope, never mind. Crockhold's actually good. It's just one. It was actually just one notification. It's a little confusing because it shows 2 things, but what it means is the 2 notifications are Drakvetch finished something and then Drakvetch can build something. That feels like it doesn't need to be 2 separate items. Alright, do we have anything else that can improve our gold output? Experimentation chambers is a small amount, but every little bit counts. Yeah, okay. It's boosted already, so it'll only take 1 turn, and it's not that expensive on the front side. After we build that, it's not going to unlock anything directly itself. Okay, after we build that, an underground laboratory. And I'm feeling pretty ready to fight these marauders. My guess is we're going to have to manual this if we don't want to lose units. Honestly, we might lose units anyway. This is definitely a harder battle than the ones we've been seeing so far. So, okay, is this area in the middle here actually anything? This is magically charged. Standing adjacent will grant units +2 lightning damage on all attacks. Destroying a magically charged obstacle will deal bonus damage to units. Okay, so it would be cool if we could get our ranged units firing from around there, actually. What's your deal? Okay. Flow Serpent, very low health, pure melee. Ice Spider, pretty much melee. Actually, the web does some damage and has 4 range. You have Overheat, which seems just like phenomenally good, and then a Charge Strike. And you have Firebolts. Okay. This doesn't seem as dangerous as I was afraid it might be. So you could fly up to here. I would be fine with that. I would be fine with fighting up here. I guess I can stand forward, but why would I? We're gonna gather around for song buff, so. doesn't actually say how long the duration on these buffs is. Yeah, I guess start with the rally. The Scald seems like a very good unit. I think we definitely made the right choice grabbing that, even if it did delay our ascension with our friendly faction for a little bit. Okay, so they've actually just run directly into range. That's really interesting. I mean, shoot, didn't mean to do that. Sorry. I mean, I definitely feel like I want to just drop a fulmination, right? Okay, electrified on the back too. When this unit is hit, it becomes invulnerable and stunned. Okay, so you're refuged for the turn. We can run up and have at these spiders. Cancel their defense mode. I mean, does it make sense to do a lightning evocation? Probably not. Probably what we want to do is just fire the magic bolts. That's something that will actually suffer from them. Well, one stack of despair is better than nothing. Shoot, what am I doing? I'm like running off. Do your Song of Carnage. Like, gather up. End of the turn, one song. Beginning of the next turn, the other song. And then take actions. I am not learning. I can't even get... Yeah, I can't really... I can run all the way up here and get an okay shot. I guess that'll be okay. Alright, stick a little bit of weakened. It's a shame this thing didn't catch the lightning or the electrified. Let's see if we can finish it off. No, we cannot. But let's see if we can get it as close as possible to being finished off. Okay, so the flying enemy runs right through us. That makes sense. You got your webs, which honestly aren't even that good, it feels like, because that's probably about where that unit was going to be anyway. Okay. This position is annoying, for sure. Are you... Why are you in your astral refuge again? I don't know. It's not clear to me. I guess I just assumed that it would come out at the end of the turn, but maybe that's not the case. Alright, try to lock them up. Then we have to deal an awful lot of damage here. Wow, that's a lot more than I was expecting. That's right. We got to walk up and punch, not our actual charge strike, so I hadn't canceled the retaliation properly. Okay, you can walk over here and get magically charged. That's neat. And then this is pretty straightforward, I think. Oh, actually, am I allowed to have y'all? No, I cannot. Well, whatever. It's fine. I was gonna see about having them eat the corpse, but I would have needed to do that beforehand. All right, this is a 100% chance to kill. We'll just take the kill. And then run you up to, yeah. So here's a question. Yes, this thing can get around to hit the archer, but only once. And the archer is regenerating. I don't think we have to use a spell here. I think we're going to be all right. Oh, right, the Phoenix is a Phoenix. Kind of didn't really plan around the Phoenix doing that, which feels like foolishness. Okay. Our buffs are coming off, which is a shame. But we can re-kill the Phoenix. And then do one of those. Oh, you can't eat corpses. I was gonna have the Scald run over and eat the body. Because I imagine that probably stops the Phoenix from resurrecting itself. You just kill its, you just devour its corpse. Okay. Yeah, not the cleanest victory in the universe, but we were going to lose units at some point. Ugh, 74 mana, not really what I'm looking for. Single melee strike with some bonus damage conditions. Yeah. With the summoned monsters banished again, the Evoker drops his magical barrier. A battle mage unit. With a bunch of lightning spells. Thank you, he comes forward, enthusiastically waving his wand. My field research has never yielded more valuable results. I have another interesting hypothesis that needs confirmation. I don't suppose you would mind if I... In which direction do we steer this evoker of the cruel Deathbringers before his magical experiments cause more damage? Okay, we got some stability. I do think that he seems like he'd be a good fit for the army. Yeah. Welcome aboard, son. We lost a melee unit and gained a mage there, which is a little... It is definitely screwing up my composition. But we'll figure it out. Kind of want to grab the bonus range now that we've grabbed the other effectiveness boosters. So we still have some movement left. What's your deal? Seems like a pretty easy one. As your troops approach the band of mercenary guards, they raise the white flag. We were hired by a rich merchant to look after this iron deposit. We expected to protect it from roaming scoundrels, not against a full-fledged assault. I do vastly outnumber them. We can just let them leave. Pardon me. If I just disappear like that, it's because I'm holding down my mute button while I have a terrible coughing fit because my respiratory system is very not recovered from the COVID. +5 alignment that's just going to decay back to our normal alignment over time. So like the real benefit of this one is we don't fight, right? But if we do this fight, we might get to loot some stuff from them. That would be cool. Yeah, I kind of would rather let's just fight. And that's an easy enough battle. Okay, we got some production and a spider hatchling bell. Summons a random tier 1 spider. Can be used once per battle. That's pretty neat. Mostly what we get is weapons. We can sell the weapons. That's interesting. It's not going to give us anywhere near enough to like hire another hero though. Ugh, we need a lot of money. You were headed for this underground passage. And y'all up here have basically cleared things out. We have a gold node that I might want to make sure we get access to there. I guess, yeah. Head in the direction of this food stash. And we have a decent amount of gold income per turn. It's just we go through it so quickly. Interesting. What state is your army in right now? Pretty healthy. But it's also pretty low tier units. Alright, another ruler started negotiations. Hold on a second. I want to make sure I remember to do this. But I think we're going to leave the rest of this turn for next time. So we've managed to get our empire building out a little bit. We have two neutral cities building toward friendliness quickly. What is that? Some kind of something out there. Alright, problems for later. I feel like we've got a reasonable sort of empire building here. We're going to have to figure out how to deal with these other players, in what way we want to deal with these other players. But that feels like a real next time sort of situation. That's going to be it for us for today. Thank you all so much for watching. When you return next time, we will crush all of our enemies beneath our boot heel, provided we can, figure out this economy situation. Maybe. And we'll see you then.